face inside the glass, tracing every line around my eyes, wondering how the sweet things came to pass, and how we traded honesty for lies. I was always stubborn, always proud, always demanding that you see my way. I talked so much, I talked so loud, I never heard the things you had to say. Your closet's empty, hangers on the floor, they look like silver ribs inside the dark. I watch the heavy handle on the door and pray for just a single saving spark. But love don't live on wishes in the air, and love don't survive a selfish heart. I looked around and you were never there, because I tore our world completely apart. I don't need to change the locks today. I don't need to change the scenery. I don't need to wash your sin away. God, I need to change me. I was the storm that broke your fragile wings. I was the dark that hid your morning light. Now I'm left with all these broken things, and a heart that needs to change. Smile. If I could build a bridge across the regret, if I could unsay every cruel word, I'd be the safest place you ever met, the gentlest voice you've ever heard. But fixing us is out of my control. You're gone and you're never coming back. The only task that's left to heal my soul is fixing every single thing I love. I don't need to change the locks today. I don't need to change the scenery. I don't need to wash your sin away. God, I need to change me. I was the storm that broke your fragile wings. I was the dark that hid your morning light. Now I'm left with all these broken things, and a heart that needs to change tonight. So I'll start small with how I speak your name, and I'll learn how to listen to the quiet. I'll stop trying to shift the heavy blame and sit inside this lonely, peaceful riot. Yeah, I need to change me. Starting with the man I used to be. The television flickers on the wall. The actors laugh, but I can't hear a thing. I watch the heavy winter raindrops fall and wonder what the morning's gonna bring. The world outside is moving in full color, but everything in here is shades of gray. Each afternoon is colder than the other since the day you turned and walked away. I try to speak but words get stuck inside. My throat is dry from swallowing the pain. There is no place left for my heart to hide from all these ghosts dancing in the rain. I turn the radio dial to the left, but every melody just sounds the same. A hollow song of everyone bereft who forgot the sound of their own name. I'm living a muted life without your sound, walking through a quiet, empty town. The volume of my world is turned way low, and I know where for me to go. You took the music when you said goodbye, left me with the silence, heavy sky, just static in the space where we were loud, a lonely face inside a muted crowd. I remember how we used to scream and laugh, making so much noise it shook the floor. Now I'm staring at this broken photograph, and I don't hear your footsteps anymore. The silence is a monster in the dark. It eats away the things I used to know. It leaves me here without a single spark, just waiting for the final curtain show. I'm living a muted life without your sound, walking through a quiet, empty town. The volume of my world is turned way low, and I've got nowhere left for me to go. You took the music when you said goodbye, left me with the silent, heavy sky, just static in the space where we were loud, a lonely face inside a muted crowd. So I'll just sit here in the quiet room, let the darkness slowly wrap around, a flower fading right before its bloom, in a world that cannot make a sound. Didn't have the heart to tell him the truth, that I'm just a stranger to your faded youth. Or old crowd still gathers at the corner bar, they still raise a glass under that neon star. But I sit in the corner and stare at the floor, because we don't walk through those doors anymore. And we're becoming the people we used to know, the ones who got broken and let it all go. We used to tell stories of hearts torn apart, swearing that we'd never break from the start. No, we're just a cautionary tale in the dark, a bench with our names carved deep in the park, just a ghost in the crowd as the cold wind blows. Yeah, we're the people we used to know. Your sister still likes my pictures online, a quiet reminder of a different time. And I was a brother, a part of the home, before you decided you needed to roam. I saw a photo of you from last week, smiling so wide with a flush on your cheek, surrounded by faces I've never seen, living a life where I've never been. And we're becoming the people we used to know, the ones who got broken and let it all go. We used to tell stories of hearts torn apart, swearing that we'd never break from the start. No, we're just a cautionary tale in the dark, a bench with our names carved deep in the park, just a ghost in the crowd as the cold wind blows. Yeah, we're the people we used to know. Oh, we used to look at the couples who failed and wonder how love could get so derailed. We felt so invincible, so safe and sound. Now we're the wreckage that's left on the ground. We are the gossip, the pity, the shame, two separate lives with a shared old flame. And we're becoming the people we used to know, the ones who got broken and let it all go. We used to tell stories of hearts torn apart, swearing that we'd never break from the start. Now we're just a cautionary tale in the dark, a bench with our names carved deep in the park, just a ghost in the crowd as the cold wind blows. Yeah, the people we used to know, just a name on a tongue, just a memory gone cold. Youngest we'll be for a story that's old. We're just strangers now, where the river flows. Yeah, we're the people we used to know. I've been staring at the screen for an hour now, them hovering right above your name. Your phone is heavy, sweating in my palm. Funny how 10 digits hold so much pain. We used to talk until the sun came up. No, you don't even look my way. takes 1 second to erase a life. But I'm frozen and I don't know how to play. If I delete contact, do I delete the spark? Do I delete the nights we danced in the dark? If I clear your number, will it clear my mind? Or leave a bigger ghost for me to find? My fingers shaking on the final line. Don't make you a stranger one last time. I know the area cold by heart anyway. So who am I really trying to fool? It's just a shield against my own weak will. When the night gets lonely and the bed gets cold, I see your picture sitting by the letters, the little emoji next to your name. If I press remove, does the healing start? Or does it just confirm I lost the game? If I delete contact, do I delete the spark? Do I delete the nights we danced in the dark? If I clear your number, will it clear my mind? Or leave a bigger ghost for me to find? My fingers shaking on the final line. Don't make you a stranger one last time. Are you looking at your screen right now? Am I already gone from your phone? Did you do it fast without a single tear? While I'm sitting here so damn alone, it's just a button on a glass screen. So why does it feel like a guillotine? If I delete contact, do I delete the spark? Do I delete the nights we danced in the dark? If I clear your number, will it clear my mind? Or leave a bigger ghost for me to find? My fingers shaking on the final line. Don't make you a stranger one last time. Are you sure you want to delete? The prompt is asking me now. Are you sure you want to delete? I close my eyes and I press down. Goodbye. Gone. I met someone sweet at a coffee shop. They said all the things that you used to say. They reached for my hand when the rain started up, but I pulled my fingers away. There wasn't a spark and there wasn't a flame, just a cold, quiet panic inside of my chest. I couldn't even remember the sound of my name, and ain't alone how to give someone my best. Because you took the blueprints I'm sorry to anyone trying to care. There's nobody home, it's just empty air. The wires are broken, the damage is done. I forgot how to love anyone. I still buy the coffee that you like, even though I drink it all alone. I still take the long way home at night to avoid the ghost inside my phone. Your keys are on the counter by the door, like you just stepped out to catch your breath. But your footsteps don't live here anymore, and the quiet is a heavy kind of death. My friends all say that time will do its part. They tell me that the packing up is done, but nobody explains a broken heart or how to finish what was just begun. I changed the sheets and rearranged the room. I try to wash your scent out of the air, but memories are stubborn things that bloom in every single space you isn't there. How do I move on without moving? How do I let go and stay right here? Every single day I feel like losing a little more of you with every tear. My feet are stuck in place, the world keeps spinning. I'm trapped inside the shadow of our past. They say that every end is a beginning, but I just want the things that didn't last. I see your smile in every passing face. I hear your laughter in an empty hall. I'm trying hard to find another place where I don't feel the weight of it at all. But moving forward feels like a betrayal. pretend that I am fine with being still. I'm moving on without moving at all, and I don't think I ever will. Just moving on without moving. I'm sitting on the left side of your sofa now, the exact same cushion where she used to sit. Somehow I'm wearing the oversized sweater that you bought for her, listening to stories of the golden years you were. You called me by her name when you were half asleep, a careless little slip that cut me way too deep. I'm looking at the kitchen cabinet by the sink, using the coffee mug she bought you, I think. You tell me that you love me, but your eyes are cold, like you're just recycling a script that's already old. I force myself to smile, trying to play the part, while fitting myself into the outlines of her heart. And now I'm trading places with your ex tonight, stepping in her footprints in the dim porch light, wearing her old shadow like a second skin, losing myself just to let you in. I'm the new face, standing in her old space, just a tragic rerun that you can't erase. We went out to that diner on the edge of town, the one where you two used to go when tears poured down. The waitress smiled and asked me if I wanted the usual. The awkward silence in the booth was completely brutal. You're looking at my face, but you are seeing her ghost. I'm just a substitute for what you miss the most. 'Cause I'm trading places with your ex tonight, stepping in her footprints in the dim porch light, wearing her old shadow like a second skin, losing myself just to let you in. I'm the new face, standing in her old space, just a tragic rerun that you can't erase. Am I the hero, or am I just the clone? A temporary fix so you don't feel alone. You didn't clear the wreckage before you let me in. You just restarted the game where you failed to win. I'm a bandage on a wound that refuses to close, and everybody in this city knows. her favorite song, your distant eyes, living a life made of beautiful lies. I'm just a placeholder, playing her part, trading places with a ghost in your We drew a map on a napkin at midnight. Spoke about a house with a porch and a swing. You swore you'd love me until the hair turned white, and I gave you my word on a silver ring. But the years got heavy and the ink started running. If you stopped looking up at the sky we designed, you didn't see the slow fade coming. They're just two parallel lines. Oh, we never kept our promises, we just let them gather the dust. Built a castle out of words we didn't mean and watched it turn into rust. We said forever, we said always. Now we're strangers in these empty hallways, looking at the wreckage of what we missed. Yeah, we never kept our promises. You promised me you'd never go to bed angry. I promised I would learn how to let things go. But silence became the third person in the room, and pride was the weed that we allowed to grow. Now the keys are sitting on the kitchen counter beside the itinerary of the trip we never took. Just a list of places we will never see, and the final page of an unfinished book. Oh, we never kept our promises. sitting in some crowded bar that's lead to a band you don't even like, drinking a beer that tastes like water, staring at the neon light. I hope the conversation starts to drag in. You find yourself checking the time. I hope you look around the room and realize you're running out of lines. Yeah, I hope you're bored out of your mind. I hope the thrill is getting hard to find. I hope she's pretty but she has nothing to say. And you miss the way we used to talk all day. I don't want you cried, I don't want you blue. I just want the loneliness to catch up to you while you're staring at the floor, baby. I hope you're bored. I hope you take her to our favorite spot, the little diner on the edge of town. And when you order what we always got, the silence starts to weigh you down. I hope she doesn't laugh at your bad jokes. I notice how you always bite your lip. I hope you're wishing you were back with me on this beautiful, disastrous trip. Yeah, I hope you're bored out of your mind. I hope the thrill is getting hard to find. I hope she's pretty but she has nothing to say. And you miss the way we used to talk all day. I don't want you bright, I don't want you blue. I just want the loneliness to catch up to you while you're staring at the floor, baby. I hope you're bored. It's a petty kind of heartbreak, I confess, but wishing nothing more than emptiness. I don't want your world to crash and burn. I just want your mind to slowly turn back to me, back to what we used to be. Cause I hope you're bored out of your mind. I hope the thrill is getting hard to find. I hope she's pretty but she has nothing to say. And you miss the way we used to talk all day. I don't want you crying, I don't want you blue. I just want the loneliness to catch up to you while you're staring at the floor, baby. I hope you're bored. You look at your watch again, check your phone by the door. I hope you're uninspired, baby. I hope you're bored. Just a little bit bored without me. I tried to fight the current for another week, but every single promise has turned dry and bleak. I patched the cracks up with a fragile thread, replaying every bitter word you ever said. My knees are shaking on this bedroom floor. I just don't have the strength to give you anymore. The tear stains dried up on my sunken face. There is no comfort left inside this hollow space. I gave you every piece of what I used to be, until there wasn't any substance left of me. It isn't anger and it isn't spite. It's just the fading out of every single nothing at all. The numbness is the heaviest thing I've ever known. A quiet desert where a garden should have grown. 'Cause my soul is tired tonight. Too weak to argue, too exhausted to fight. My heart is broken, but the pieces won't bleed. I've got no remaining love left to plead. I'm letting go, 'cause I cannot hold on. The spark is buried and the energy is gone. It takes a lot of fuel to keep a dying fire alive. It takes a lot of breath to pretend that we survive. I drained the reservoir, I emptied out the well, trying to save us from this slow motion hell. Now the tank is empty, the engine is cold. There's nothing left for either one of us to hold. My soul is tired tonight. Too weak to argue, too exhausted to fight. My heart is broken, but the pieces won't bleed. I've got no remaining love left to plead. I'm letting go, 'cause I cannot hold on. The spark is buried and the energy is gone. No more tears, no more tries, just a quiet exhaustion underneath these skies. Let the curtain fall, let the silence stay. My soul is tired, I'm walking away. I climb into the sheets on the left side of the mattress, trying to navigate this heavy hollow canvas. The right side is perfectly neat and completely smooth, a cold reminder of the ghost I cannot move. I used to reach across and feel your breathing chest. Now it's just an open space where shadows come to rest. The clock on the nightstand is ticking way too loud. The silence in this bedroom is a suffocating cloud. I look at the cotton where your face seems to lay, still catching a trace of your cologne from yesterday. tried moving to the center just to find some peace, but the emptiness around me never finds a relief. And I've got two pillows and only one head, staring at the desert of this king-size bed. One is supporting the weight of my tears, the other is holding the ghost of our years. I'm sleeping with the memory instead of a friend, drowning in the quiet at the bitter end. I reach out my arm in the middle of the night, forgetting for a second that you're out of sight. My fingers only catch the cold stitched, it seems, waking up shaking from these recurring dreams. It's crazy how a piece of fabric fabricates a lie, making me believe that you didn't say goodbye. 'Cause I two pillows and only one head, staring at the desert of this king-size bed. One is supporting the weight of my tears, the other is holding the ghost of our years. I'm sleeping with the memory instead of a friend, drowning in the quiet at the bitter end. I thought about throwing the second one away, leaving it down on the floor where the dust bunnies play. But hiding the evidence won't heal the scar or change the reality of how far away you are. So I leave it right there as a monument of pain, like an empty station waiting for a ghost train. Two pillows and only one head, staring at the desert of this king-size bed. One is supporting the weight of my tears, the other is holding the ghost of our years. I'm sleeping with the memory instead of a friend, drowning in the quiet at the bitter end. Fluffing up the feathers of a love that died, turning to the wall on the lonely side. Two pillows of a blood of night to the ghost. In my bed, I found your old watch in the drawer today, ticking away like no time had passed. It's funny how metal and glass can endure when the love that we built didn't last. As silence is heavy, the air is too cold, and the walls seem to echo your name. They say that the it's not the same. And the breakup was loud, but the quiet is worse. The reality stings, but the flashback's a curse. I can handle the anger, the slam of the door, but oh God, the memories hurt more. The way that you loved me, the light in your eyes, the beautiful truth in the middle of lies. I can live with the ending we couldn't restore, but the memories hurt more. I passed by the park where we hid from the rain and shared a cheap jacket to keep ourselves warm. Back then a storm was just weather outside. Now I'm drowning inside of the storm. If you had been cruel, it'd be easy to leave. If you were a monster, I wouldn't still grieve. Well, you were my anchor, my home, and my friend, and that's what kills me in the end. And the breakup was loud, but the quiet is worse. The reality stings, but the flashback's a curse. I can handle the anger, the slam of the door, but oh God, the memories hurt more. The way that you loved me, the light in your eyes, the beautiful truth in the middle of lies. I can live with the ending we couldn't restore, but the memories hurt more. Forgetting the bad times is easy to do, but the good times are knives that keep cutting me through. I'm trapped in a museum where every exhibit is you. Every lens, every kiss, every promise we drew. Why does the sweetness turn into stone? Why does the warmth leave you freezing alone? The breakup was loud, but the quiet is worst. The reality stings, but the flashback's a curse. I can handle the anger, the slam of the door, but oh God, the memories hurt more. The way that you loved me, the light in your eyes, the beautiful truth in the middle of lies. I can live with the ending we couldn't restore, but the memories hurt more. Yeah, the goodbye is over. The tears have been cried, but the reels keep on playing. Deep down inside, the pain of your absence, I think I can bear, but the ghost of your presence is everywhere. The memories hurt more. Oh, they hurt more. They never stop. tapping rhythm on the window pane, just a constant reminder of my own heartbeat. I cooked for two out of habit today. Now I'm staring at an empty kitchen sink. The TV is humming just to fill up the room, but it can't drown out the sound of your name. I look at the space right next to me and realize nothing feels the same. And I wish you were here tonight to hold me until the morning light, to tell me that everything's gonna be fine, and press your warm hand into mine. The bed is too big and the blanket is cold. I'm dropping the secrets I wanted untold. Yeah, my heart is breaking right down to the spirit. And I wish, God, I wish you were here. I found your old hoodie in the back of the closet, pat it on just to feel like you're close, but the scent of your collar is fading away. And that's what hurts me the most, to keep checking my phone like a fool in the dark, hoping your name will light up the screen, but the battery's dying and the silence is loud, trapped in a nightmare from a beautiful dream. And I wish you were here tonight to hold me until the morning light, to tell me that everything's gonna be fine, and press your warm hand into mine. The bed is too big and the blanket is cold. I'm dropping the secrets I wanted untold. Yeah, my heart is breaking right down to the spirit. I wish, God, I wish you were here. They say that distance makes the heart grow fonder, but distance is just a slow, quiet killer. I'm pacing the floors while the midnight hours wander, and the air in this room is getting chilly. I don't need the stars or a sky full of gold, just want the one hand I'm longing to hold. And I wish you were here tonight to hold me until the morning light, to tell me that everything's gonna be fine, and press your warm hand into mine. The bed is too big and the blanket is cold. I'm dropping the secrets I wanted untold. Yeah, my heart is breaking right down to the spirit. And I wish, God, I wish you were here, right here beside me. Just close your eyes and find me, but the room stays empty, and the clock just ticks. Another lonely night I can't fix. I wish you were here. Yeah, I wish you were here, but you're not. I finally deleted your contact from my phone. Spent the last 3 hours sitting all alone. The screen lights up, my heart begins to race, but I won't let myself look down at your face. You only hit me up when you are 6 drinks in, looking for a place where your regrets begin. You wanna check if I am still your safety net, to see see if there is any love you haven't ruined yet. You called to tell me that the house feels way too cold, replaying all the promises we used to hold. But you're just lonely, you don't miss my heart, you just miss the person you tore completely apart. So don't call me when the night gets dark, don't call me looking for a missing spark. Don't tell me that you're sorry and you want me back while you're stumbling down a lonely track. I'm picking up the pieces that you threw away, and I've got nothing left for you to say. I know exactly how the conversation goes. You start to cry about how nobody knows the way you suffer and the way you feel, acting like your pain is the only thing that's real. But I spent months drowning in the tears I cried while you were busy saving your own pride. So don't call me when the night gets dark, don't call me looking for a missing spark. Don't tell me that you're sorry and you want me back while you're stumbling down a lonely track. I'm picking up the pieces that you threw away, and I've got nothing left for you to say. Go find somebody else to hold your heavy head. Go pour your secrets in a different bed. I crossed the border, I am standing on the shore, and I don't answer to your ghost anymore. Let the ringtone fade into the quiet room. I am stepping out of your shadow, and you're the glue. Yeah, don't call me when the night gets dark, don't call me looking for a missing spark. Don't tell me that you're sorry and you want me back while you're stumbling down a lonely track. I'm picking up the pieces that you threw away, and I've got nothing left for you to say. Scream goes dark, vibration stops, the final boundary finally drops. Don't call, don't try, this is my official goodbye. I still buy the coffee that you used to rate, and leave a little space on the right side of the bed. I catch myself turning when the front door clicks, repeating the phrases that you always say. Your house is too quiet, the shadows alone, and memory plays like a broken record song. I look at the corner where the sunlight hits the floor and see what isn't there anymore. Oh, I'm haunted by the ghost of your smile. It flashes in the dark for a little while. The way your eyes crinkle when you started to laugh before our forever was cut right passed by the diner on 4th and Vine, where you laughed so hard that you spilled your wine. That look on your face is etched in my mind, the sweetest torture that you left behind. People tell me that I need to move on, but how do I leave when you're not fully gone? You left your footprint deep in my soul, leaving a beautifully broken up hole. Oh, I'm haunted by the ghost of your smile. It flashes in the dark for a little while. The way your eyes crinkle when you started to laugh. Before our forever was cut right in half. I can delete the photos, I can lock up the door, but I see your face on every stranger on the floor. Yeah, it lingers around for a mile. Beautiful ghost of your smile. Some ghosts are scary, they scream and they fight, but yours is just gentle, it visits at night. It doesn't throw dishes or rattle the chains, it just sits beside me and mimics the rain. A devastating comfort, a sweet melody, reminding me of who we used to be. Oh, I'm haunted by the ghost of your smile. It flashes in the dark for a little while. The way your eyes crinkle when you started to laugh. Before our forever was cut right in half. I can delete the photos, I can lock up the door. I see your face on every stranger on the floor. Yeah, it lingers around for a mile. Beautiful ghost of your smile. There it is again, just a flash in the hall, a shadow dancing on the bedroom wall, fading out slow. Please don't go, just stay for a while. The ghost of your smile, your smile gone. We walked into the tunnel with our fingers intertwined, leaving all the noise and the flashing lights behind. I thought I knew the pathway, thought I could see the track, but the shadows started growing and the walls were turning black. I reached out for your jacket, I reached out for your hand, but the ground beneath our footsteps started turning into sand. The cold air started moving and the fog came rolling in. I couldn't see the border where your boundaries begin. I called your name out twice, but the echo was too loud, drowning out my breathing like a suffocating cloud. I took another step, but the distance grew too wide, and suddenly I realized you weren't by my side. And I lost you in the dark tonight, fading out of vision. I turned my phone light on, but the battery was low, casting fragile shadows on the secrets that we know. The beam was flickering out on the empty gravel floor, showing me the truth that we aren't us anymore. You didn't run away, and you didn't say goodbye. The blackness just swallowed up the light in your eye. 'Cause I lost you in the dark tonight, fading out of vision, slipping out of sight. I was reaching for a savior, reaching for a spark, but I was throwing matches at the heavy, heavy dark. Now I'm standing all alone where the cold winds blow, wondering how far you had to go. Was it my fault that the fire went out? Did I choke the flames with my fear and my doubt? Or did you let go of my hand on purpose then, vanishing completely into the midnight air? Now the blindness is the only thing that feels real to me, trapped inside a place where I cannot see. Yes, you in the dark tonight, fading out of vision, slipping out of sight. I was reaching for a savior, reaching for a spark, but I was throwing matches at the heavy, heavy dark. Now I'm standing all alone where the cold winds blow, wondering how far you had to go. No flashlight, no guide, just the blackness by my side. I call your name one last time, but you're lost in the dark. Goodbye. They say that heartbreak builds your character. They say it makes you strong. They say you have to lose the right one to know when it's all gone wrong. Well, I didn't ask to be a warrior. I didn't want to fight this war. I just wanted to love you quietly behind the locked apartment door. And this is a lesson I didn't need to learn how much a heart can bleed. I didn't want to learn how to survive or how to fake a smile to stay alive. You taught me how promise breaks. You taught me all about my own mistakes. up everything I know, just to look back through my younger eyes. 'Cause this is a lesson I didn't need. Learn how much a heart can bleed. I didn't want to learn how to survive or how to fake a smile to stay alive. You taught me how a promise breaks. You taught me all about my own mistakes. But I was happy being blind and green. This is a lesson I didn't need. You broke my world just to teach me a truth. You stole my peace and you called it my youth. I didn't need to see how fast the fire burns out. I didn't need to learn to live with this much dying. I was doing just fine when your hand wasn't mine. This is a lesson I didn't need. To learn how much a heart can bleed. I didn't want to learn how to survive or how to fake a smile to stay alive. You taught me how a promise breaks. You taught me all about my own mistakes. But I was happy being blind and green. This is a lesson I didn't need. Keep your wisdom, keep your pain. I'd rather be foolish in the pouring. Yeah, you taught me well, but my spirit is free from a lesson I never needed. The silence in the hallway hurts my ears. The calendar is stuck on yesterday. I'm drowning in an ocean of my tears. Since the moment that you walked away, I try to breathe, but oxygen is tight. Like there's a heavy anchor on my chest. I stay awake and battle with the night, and wonder how you got so far out west. Your coffee mug is sitting on the shelf, exactly where you left it by the sink. I'm fighting with the shadow of myself and drinking more than I should ever drink. The television flickers on the wall, but I can't see the pictures on the screen. I only see the shadow in the hall of the greatest love the world has ever seen. My heart is broken, shattered. without a single solitary spark of the love that we forgot to trust. My heart is broken and it's breaking me. The alarm clock rings at 7 on the dot. I reach across the mattress for your hand, but I touch the freezing space where you are not, and remember how our castle turned to sand. I pull the curtains back to start the day, but the sky is just a blanket made of lead. The brightest blues have faded into gray, and I wish that I was back asleep instead. The coffee pot is brewing for just one. The kitchen feels too big and way too cold. I used to chase the shadows with your fun, back when we had a promise we could hold. Now I watch the steam rise up into the air, like a spirit leaving everything behind. I see your empty jacket on the chair, and the memories come racing through my mind. So I'll just sit here with my heavy heart and wait for night to fall upon the town. 'Cause the morning only tears my soul apart and watches as I slowly start to drown. Mornings without the sun. Promised myself I wouldn't call tonight. I promised my friends I was doing fine. But the midnight hours have a way of cheating her. And your old number is a dangerous line. I know I should knock on a closed door. I know we said what we had to say, but the quiet in this house is too loud to fight, and it's pushing all my pride away. So I'm sorry, because I'm missing you. I'm sorry for the things I shouldn't do. I'm sorry that I haven't moved along, and that I still write your name in every song. I know I'm supposed to let you go, but my heart is acting like it didn't know. For every tear that's falling out of the blue, baby, I'm sorry, because I'm missing you. I saw someone who looked like you today. They had the same jacket, the same slow stride. Our breath caught tight inside my chest. And all my progress just died inside. It's pathetic how a shadow can break my heart. It's exhausting pretending that I am strong, when the truth is I'm still standing right back there in the exact place where it all went wrong. Yeah, I'm sorry, because I'm missing you. I'm sorry for the things I shouldn't do. I'm sorry that I haven't moved along, and that I still write your name in every song. I know I'm supposed to let you go, but my heart is acting like it didn't know. For every tear that's falling out of the blue, baby, I'm sorry, because